So this was the start of the project for me. The boot lid had a dent in it from me putting ladders in the back. Idiot. The high level brake light may be removed when I come to paint the spoiler, but for the minute I'm going to keep it all together. There was also a bit of rust forming on the near side and the off side mounting points, and the spoiler had some slight crazing visible at the corners. Inside the boot lid there were a few signs of rusts forming, probably caused by the pond I found in the spare wheel well. So on to removing the spoiler. It's fixed by 4 10mm nuts at either side of the spoiler. I used a 1/4 inch 10mm deep socket to undo these. There isn't much torque to them and they should crack off very easily. If you experience any resistance, be very careful. I also disconnected the wiring harness for the high level brake light. The second nut is underneath the rubber cap that stops the boot lid from crashing into the bodywork. The rubber cap should twist off by hand quite easily. The top nut underneath the rubber cap decided it didn't want to budge, so I tried a bit of plus gas penetrating fluid. I should have left the fluid to soak in and move on to the other nuts, but I was impatient, which resulted in me snapping the stud in the spoiler. The other nuts came away nice and easy. As with all small diameter nuts and bolts, they can only withstand a certain amount of torque before snapping. So take your time. Rock the fixing back and forth until the rust that binds it together breaks. Use plenty of penetrating fluid to make unscrewing and screwing the fixings that little bit easier. The spoiler has 2 plastic locating dowels that should detach cleanly from the boot lid. These will be used when the spoiler is reunited later on. So the spoiler is now off the car, and I'll need to repair the snap stud as well as filling in the scratching and crazing that I found on the surface of it. Some people like the spoilerless look, but I'm not really keen on it myself.